The bell over the door chimed softly as Emily rolled her wheelchair into the small-town diner. It was one of those cozy roadside places. Checkered floors, sizzling bacon smell, and the sound of old country music humming through dusty speakers. For Emily, who'd been paralyzed after a car accident 2 years earlier, this diner was a rare escape from her quiet home life. She came here often to read, sketch, and feel a little normal again. But that morning, things took a cruel turn. 3 teenage boys sitting in the corner noticed her. Their laughter started low, but soon it turned sharp. "Hey, Wheels," one of them mocked. Emily tried to ignore them, eyes fixed on her sketchbook. But the taunts grew louder. When she didn't respond, one of them walked up, smirking. "You think you're better than us, huh?" Before anyone could react, he slapped the drink off her tray, spilling hot coffee across her lap. The diner went silent. Everyone froze. The boys laughed and left, pushing through the door with cruel grins. Emily sat trembling, her cheeks wet with tears she refused to let fall. The waitress rushed over, apologizing, dabbing at the spill, but Emily just whispered, "It's fine," and looked down, humiliated. An hour passed. The diner's mood was heavy, the laughter gone. That's when the sound of roaring engines broke through the quiet. 6 large motorcycles pulled up outside. Black leather, heavy boots, bearded men with patches that read Iron Faith riders. The door swung open, and the room seemed to shrink. They filled the diner like a storm, loud, confident, and intimidating. The waitress's voice shook as she greeted them. But one of them, a tall man with silver hair and kind eyes, noticed Emily sitting alone. He tilted his head, then quietly walked over. "Mind if I sit here?" he asked. Emily hesitated, then nodded. Within minutes, she found herself talking to him. His name was Mike, a veteran who'd lost friends in combat and found brotherhood in the biker club. When he saw the faint bruise on her arm, his smile faded. "Who did that?" he asked gently. Emily tried to shrug it off, but the other bikers had already overheard. Mike stood up slowly, his voice calm but cold. "Boys wearing red hoodies, right?" The waitress nodded. They'd been regular troublemakers around town. Mike exchanged a glance with his crew, and without another word, they walked out. 15 minutes later, the sound of engines returned. When the bikers came back, they weren't alone. Those same 3 boys stood with them, eyes down, looking pale. One had a torn sleeve, another a scuffed shoe. Mike spoke softly, but everyone could hear. "These boys have something to say." The lead bully swallowed hard. We're sorry, ma'am," he muttered. "It was stupid. We didn't mean." His voice cracked. Emily looked at them, angry, hurt, but also stunned. Mike turned to her and said, "Your call, sweetheart. You want us to leave it here?" After a long pause, Emily nodded. "Yes," she said quietly. "Let them go." The boys mumbled apologies again before hurrying out. The diner was silent once more, but this time it felt lighter. Mike grinned and pulled out a pen. "Now," he said, "show me what you were drawing." She smiled shyly and handed over her sketchbook, a half-finished picture of a sunrise. "That's beautiful," he said. "You keep making things like that, okay?" As they left, one biker slipped something onto her table. A small silver patch with the words Iron Faith stitched in red. "You ever need family?" Mike said, tapping the patch. "You've got one." The engines roared again, fading into the distance. Emily looked down at the patch in her hand, tears finally falling. But this time, they were warm, not broken.